The book of Romans, 11, verse 14. The 11, verse 4. But what says the answer of power unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. I like to give all praises and glory to Almighty Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. I like to give all praises and glory and honor to Almighty Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the men of GMS who wrote well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Boaz on the set once again. Yahweh Shai have reserved 7,000 that haven't bowed the knee to Baal, okay? That's what this is about, the elect. Okay, let's get it. The book of First Peter chapter 1 verse 2. The elect according to the foreknowledge of the power of the Father due to sanctification of the Spirit and obedience and sprinkle of the blood of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, grace and be unto you and peace be multiplied. So once again, like we have discussed, it's only going to be the elect to make it out of here with their life when this thing goes down, okay? It's only going to be elect, okay? Yeah, I wish I got a few select brothers and sisters, okay, to make it out of here with their life when it goes down. The book of First Peter chapter, where's chapter 2, verse 4. To whom coming unto the lively stone, this is now indeed of men, but chosen of powers and precious. Okay, so we've been rejected of men, but we chosen of power and we're precious to Almighty Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Okay, we're precious in the sight of Yahweh. Okay, that's what this is about. Okay, so we need to keep our integrity, keep 10 toes down. Okay, and keep our postures into Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Ye also, as lively stones, are builded up spiritual houses and a holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to power by Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Wherefore also ye contain in the scripture, behold, I lay in Zion a chief cornerstone, the elect precious, and he that believes on him shall not be confounded. Unto you, therefore, ye believe he is precious, but unto them he is but unto them which be disobedient, the stone that the builders have disallowed, that same is made the head of the corner, and the stone of stumbling and a rock of offense, even of him that stumbles at the word, being disobedient hereunto, also they were appointed. But ye are a chosen generation, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye may show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness unto his marvelous light. Okay. So Yahweh Shai, okay, have called us out of the darkness into his marvelous light. Okay. So that's what this thing's about. Okay. So we can make it out of here with our life. Okay. If you want to make it out of here with your life, you have to call on the names of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, okay? That's what this thing is all about. Turn to the book of Daniel. The book of Daniel, chapter 3, verse 16. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said unto the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. If it be so, our power whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he deliver us not out of thou hand, O king. But if not, be if known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve those gods nor worship those golden image which thou hast set up. Okay, so when this MOTB comes, when this mark of the beast comes, you won't take that ship, okay, along with society, and perish with your life, okay. That's what this thing's about, okay. When that mark of the beast comes, you won't perish with your life when this thing goes down, okay? You'll keep your posture. The book of Hebrews, chapter 1, verse 1. Power of who at sundry times and in divers matters spake in times past unto the fathers by the prophets, hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he hath anointed heir to all things, by whom he hath made the worlds, who being the brightness of his glory and the express image of his person, and upholding all things by his word of his power, when he hath himself purged our sins and sat down on the right hand of the majesty on high. Okay. The book of Hebrews, chapter 6, verse 11. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end, that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who do faith and patience inherit the promise. Okay, so once again, okay, and when that mark of the beast comes out, okay, you keep your posture and keep your integrity by not taking that thing, okay. The book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark on their right hand or their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he have the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and six. Okay, so basically 666. Okay, you keep your integrity by not taking that thing. Okay, but we already know it's the elect that's chosen that's not going to take it. But first, you gotta and you gotta go to your tribulations. The book of Acts, chapter 14, verse 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must do much tribulations enter to the kingdom of power. Okay, so do much tribulations. We got to enter the kingdom of heaven. Okay, do much tribulations. Okay, not a little bit. Okay, so if you're not catching pure hell in this thing, if you're not losing your job, if you're not losing your loved ones, okay, if you're not losing your wife, your kids, you better look. If you're not having car problems, you better look and see what's this is about. If you in this, not okay, because through much tribulations, we're going to enter into the kingdom of heaven. Okay. The book of the book of Zechariah, chapter 13, verse 8. And it will the past that in all the land, say Yahweh, two part therein shall be cut off and die, and a third part shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call upon my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power. Okay, so, and that's currently happening right now as we speak. Okay, that prophecy is being fulfilled. Okay, we only got a couple of more prophecies that needs to come to pass. The main one is the mark of the beast, the R5V chip, and then you got the nuclear. Okay, mark of the beast is first. You got the deliverance, then you got the destruction. Okay, that's what this is all about. Turns to the book of First Peter. First Peter chapter 4, verse 12. Beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trials that ye have to try you, as though something strange is happening unto you, but rejoicing in much as you are partakers of Mashiach's suffering, that ye, when his glory shall be revealed, ye shall be glad also with exceeding joy. If ye be reproached for the name of Mashiach, happy are ye, and for the spirit of glory of Mashiach rested upon you. On their parts they are evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified. But let none of you suffer as a murderer or a thief or an evildoer or a busybody in other men's matters. Yet if any man suffer as a Christian, let him be ashamed, let him glorify power on his behalf. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of power. If it begins with us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of a power? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, wherein shall be the ungodly and the sinner appears? Wherefore, let us suffer accordingly to the will of power, committing the keepings of our souls to Him that is well doing as a faithful Creator. Okay. So if the righteous are barely saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Okay. They're going to be destroyed. It's about they're going to be destroyed. Turn to the book of Jeremiah. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 7. For thus said Yahweh, sing with gladness for Jacob and shout among the chief of the nations publicly and praise ye and say, Yahweh save thou people, the country, and gather them from the coasts of the earth, and they shall bind and the lame, the women and the child and her that that travel with child, a great company shall return thither. They shall come weeping and with supplications when I lead them. I will cause them to walk in the rivers of waters and in the straight way wherein they shall not stumble. For I am the father of Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn. Hear the word of Yahweh, O ye nations, and declare it to ye islands afar off, and say, He that scattered Israel shall gather him, and he that keeps him as a shepherd of his flock. For Yahweh has redeemed Jacob, and have ransomed him for the hands of him that is stronger than he. Therefore they shall come singing in the height of Zion, and shall flow together to the goodness of Yahweh with weep and for with wine and oil. And that weep and wine and oil is these scriptures, and the young of the flocks and the herds, the young of the flocks and the herds, and the soul shall be watered gardens, and they shall not be sorrowful anymore at all. Then shall the virgins rejoice and dance, and the young men and the old together, and I will turn their mourning into joy, and comfort them that made them rejoice in their sorrows. And I will satisfy the soul of the priest with fatness, and my people shall be satisfied with goodness, says Yahweh. the book of the book of Jeremiah chapter 20 verse 11. But Yahweh is to me as a mighty terrible one. Therefore my persecutors shall stumble when they and not prevail. They shall be greatly ashamed, for they shall not prosper. Everlasting confusion shall never be forgotten. But O Yahweh holds, thou tries the righteous and seest the reins of the heart. Let me see the vengeance on them, for unto thee I praise, O Yahweh, and he shall deliver the souls of the poor from the hands of the evildoers. Cursed be the day that I was born. Let none of you say, wherein my mother was bears me, be blessed. Okay, coming over here. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 14. Yahweh, and I shall be healed. Save me, and I shall be saved, for thou art my praise. Behold, say unto me, where is the word of Yahweh? Let it now come. For as for me, I have not hastened from being thou's pastures, O follow thee. Neither have I desired to woeful day. Thou knowest that which came unto my lips was right before thee. Be not a terror unto me. Thou art my hope in a day of evil. Let them be confounded that persecute me, but let me not be confounded. Let them be dismayed, but let me not be dismayed. Bring upon them the day of evil and destroy them with double destruction. And I like to give all glory and honor. Hopefully you're edified. I like to give all glory and honor to Almighty Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.